Hello everybody, happy Saturday, all showered clean, done my work week, and I want to address a good friend of mine, Marilyn Burns. She posted a comment and I want to answer that, not just for Marilyn but for everybody. Marilyn Burns is a lawyer, a really terrific, great Canadian. She has a big heart. I love her to death. She's just been a great asset and valuable Canadian who really does care, and I do really love her to death. This video is for you, Marilyn, as I'm in Ontario here. We're gonna talk about, for a lot of people in relation to the UN, with justice, with the Catholic Church, specifically the Jesuit Catholics. There is a difference, and how the Pope reflects on that, not my issue. I'm a St. Thomas Aquinas Catholic. That's where I grew up. That's my archdiocese. I guess I was raised in that version of Catholicism, going back to Roman Catholicism, which is, I'm Roman Catholic. I understand everybody's need to bring the church to task on this. But just hear me out, everybody. Hear me out. Since 1945, the world that was, again, I have to go back to the League of Nations. I have to go to UK, the Great Britain, the monarchy system, all colonial powers of this world, all the colonial powers of this world ran the world. If you were not a colonial power, guess what? You didn't count. That meant if you were black, a black citizen on this earth, you didn't count. You didn't count. If you were a red citizen, South America, North America, you didn't count. You didn't count. You weren't a real world citizen. You were not part of the world. You were to be trampled. Trampled. That's reality. Asians fell into that, except for Japan. Japan administered absolute colonialism and represented the yellow race versus all yellow Asian peoples, including those we like to say are brown. Japan had the power and authority absolutely of those designated Asian, which is brown to yellow spectrum. And they did. They did. When we get into religions, I'm not trying to offend anybody, I'm just telling you the history of the world. Absolutely. Everything I give to you is truth. Not my reality or my vision of the world as it absolutely was. Muslims fall into the Axis power. I'm sorry. That's just how that happened to that portion of Southeast Asia. Muslims don't have the power of the Jesuits or the Catholics. They were on the wrong side of things. They fell on the wrong side of colonialism, even though most Southeast Asians of the brown descendancy did not participate in colonialism. In fact, a lot of them were victims of it. But in the new system, 1945, Muslims struggle the worst out of any religious organization or group with the New World laws. It's not to pick on anybody, it's backed up in absolute fact and reality. And because of international law as it really is, Muslims have a negative factor on being able to function in international law. It's why the Middle East is in such turmoil, okay? Jews have the same problem. Catholics have the same problem. However, not Vatican City, as they get to administer their own laws. I didn't make this world. I didn't write the world. I just report to all of you as the world is, as it really is. Marilyn Burns' question, which a lot of you throw at me: can the Catholic Church be held accountable? Can the Jesuits, a version of Catholicism attached to the Pope, be held accountable? The answer is not by the ICC. However, I taught a course. A lot of my loyalist followers took that class. I took a tremendous amount of months to present the greatest presentation I could give to Canadians who wanted it, and it had to be those who requested it. They signed on to it. They signed a liability in relation to that, and that was on the civil societies, foundations, non-profits, religion. I am unable to comment outside of my country. I don't have the authority. I'm an average everyday citizen. The only thing I have is I am a registered UN citizen in the New World as per 1945. I've taught those who gravitated to it, the civil society, non-profits, foundations, how to hold them to account. I'm not going to go public with that, not at this point in time, but I can tell you all this. They can be held accountable. We start with the ICC in our UN state. When you find your UN state accountable, you can destroy the civil society, the non-profit, the foundation, absolutely attached to government. The Catholic Church only the Vatican only administered what it did with the government's consent. The government ran it entirely in Canada. I can't comment about other countries. I don't have the sovereign authority. Sure, I know all about it. Sure, I know a lot of things I don't publish. I can't publish. Can these groups be held accountable? Yes. But first it starts with righting the error of the world laws as they are applied now today of Canada. Canada's grievous error. When you solve that error, when you hold the politicians to account, when you take to task the broken constitution and colonialism of Canada, you will inherently hold all those civil societies, foundations, non-profit to account. I'm sorry, I wish I could get into more detail, but I don't have the authority at this time. I need to win a federal election, and then I can disclose to the entire world with full confidence, knowing that we, the people of Canada, have gotten what they need to get that authority, to present something the world has tried to get to. It's Canada's turn to become a leader. End it all. End all the autocracy, the colonial empowered constitution that is Canada. Let's end the politicians first, everybody. Let's do that, and the rest will fall into place. It's really, honestly, that easy. That's what I do. I build. I've built my entire life. That's all I do. I build. I'm a good fabricator. I can make a living on that. I'm okay with that. That's what I've always loved. That's what I do. But I know the world's hurting. I know my country is at the worst state it's ever been in. And we have a chance, all of us, to change that. The CCP can, in just one minority government ascension, I promise you, literally in 30 days it's over, and you, the people, will be empowered for months and months, all peoples, First Peoples Canadians, to have what you've never had before and turn the world around. And the globalism and the socialism, radical left, radical right, are going down. It's already started. The P5 are waking up. They're ready. All of them together. They're ready. This is tremendous. Tremendous. ICC, if done properly, will be tremendous. We will get there. One little thing at a time. We can't even address that until we fix the nation. We right the wrongs. We end it all. Nation, nation, nation. Our nation, Canada. Can't worry about the rest of the world yet. We don't even have control of our sovereignty, our state. This is the tremendous work and gift I'm giving to all Canadians. That is phase one. As easy as that is, not so easy when you try to communicate to every Canadian, but once it's built, once it's there, once it's registered, it's forever. And it will only grow and explode. If not 2023, it will be the term after that. But if done right, I think we can get it in 2023. I think we have a tremendous opportunity. I think the ICC world powers can make that happen for each and every one of you. It will only get better. I have tremendous faith. Staying true, staying real, staying the course, no matter what. We're going to get there, everybody. We're going to get there. Accountability, one step at a time. I wish I could say more. It's too bad more didn't take the course when it was offered. It was limited and it was kept in-house. People signed liability on that because we just aren't there as a nation yet. But we can address all grievances. But it takes a nation. It takes real constitutionalism. We can be stronger than the United States of America. We can go past the United States of America. That is a tremendous example. We don't have to be the United States of America. It's a very old institution, a great institution, a great, fine, upstanding example in this world today. But we can grow and expand on that. When educated, every Canadian, by the best of the best, worldwide maquillage in real history, in real, all of it, every explanation, every question answered, not by me, but by the best of the best. And I promise you, every Canadian, every first person can make the logical, rational decision when all their questions and everything they propose is answered in great detail by the best in the world. A cost of $140 million, Canada-wide, over tremendous months. Nothing expensed, not a single soul in Canada expensed, when presented with absolute truth and real history by the best of the best in every major minority language in the entire world, including all First Nations. That's what we're working on. I need more time with the First Peoples. I need tremendous more experts from all First Nations. We can't do this without the First Peoples. We're going to get there, and hopefully ICC will go through. I hope Monday everything gets written right. I'm going to write that. We're going to see. I would have liked to do the pastors first as the first shot at it, but that's not going to happen. I'm being pressured by the Canadian media, by the Canadian corrupt politicians. I have to shut it down. I promise you can read all the news stories. The church underneath the government. That's reality. At the end of the day, the Germans tried this crap too. Not only the Germans, many African nations, which is recent UNSC, specifically ICC, which is the court, same as the Nuremberg trials. It's just as of 1993, that's the designation. Judge, jury, executioner are the P5. I'm going backwards. I've done something not even most people in the world have done. I've done that through Canada's system, broken as it is. People can choose to believe or not. The reality is it's coming to a head. I'm being pressured to release now on my tremendous work on the First Nations. I've been at it for more than 4 years, all through independence. Now I have to take a broader narrative. I'm a little bit weak in some areas, but it's okay. Most of the exhibits exist. It's going to come out clearly, articulately. You'll all get to see that come Monday. It's going to the P5 and absolutely the ICC. Win the judge, jury, executioner. Leave the crown, leave the religion out, leave the P5 out of it. Target Canada inclusively, excluding everybody else, and just worry about your UN state, and everything will be right as rain. I have tremendous faith that it's going to work out. Thanks, everybody. This is my video today. That's my answer, Marilyn. We're just not there yet. It can be done, but we need to do so much for Canada right now before we can even get there. And it requires a minority federal government win, ascension as Prime Minister, and absolutely destroying the Crown. From there, all things can be written right. I already have all of it in great detail. Crown, religion, all attachments of civil society, foundation, nonprofit, to every single government party and organization through all its history. I've already done the work, everybody. I've already done the work. Can be done. But to get through that, it requires an ascension to Prime Minister in just a minority government. We need to end King's Court, because the things we need to do in Canada can't be done against the Crown as it is right now. It just can't be done. Absolutely blame all your politicians. Forever and always since the inception of Canada, every politician is 100% liable for their participation in each and every aspect we go through. Provable, verifiable, and real. The ICC will get them if done properly. Thanks, everybody. The P5 will do what needs to be done. Thank you. Bye now.